Hey guys, and welcome to episode 6 of my FIFA 22 Borussia Dortmund realistic career mode. And it has been a while since the last episode. Obviously I uploaded one, which will either be yesterday or the day before, depending on what I upload next, which was episode 5, which was recorded a few weeks ago now, a few days after episode 4. So yeah, let's get into this episode, and I'll make a separate video about, why I don't upload that often. As often as I'd like to anyway. Yeah, in this episode we have a big game up against Bayern Munich in the first game of the episode I should say. And then we have a couple of games I'm going to sim, the final group stage game against Ajax, 2 league games, and maybe I'll play Hertha Berlin. Or are they actually currently in the league? They're 15th, so maybe I won't, maybe I'll just sim that and get into January. But yeah, this game against Bayern is a big game because one thing I alluded to in the last episode, I think I accidentally cut it out while I was talking about it. It's kind of towards the end if you saw the episode. I was talking about Rafael Guerreiro, about his performances. Let's actually have a look real quick. Let me just go to this screen so I can just jump straight into the game and edit the kits real quickly so it's more of a clash. Instead of white against yellow, we go black against yellow. Yeah, Rafael Guerreiro is an interesting player because at left back for me, he doesn't perform that well that often compared to Mooney and so many other players I've used in like defensive, like fullback positions. So maybe I'll let him go in January and bring in a youngster, or maybe an established player that's sort of around the 22, 23. Age. I'm not really too sure who I'm going to go for yet. Yeah, well, we'll have the January transfer in this episode. January transfer window, I spoke to quickly in this episode, and so maybe I'll make 1 or 2 signings. I know one signing I need to make, 2 actually, 2 that have happened in real life since I started this career mode. You'll see what they are soon. Yeah, the lineup I'm going to go for in this game is probably this one, what you just saw, because players are tired. Don't think I'm going to take either of those 2 with me. In fact, yeah, I will take Caillou over Reina. Yeah, this is the lineup we're going to go with. I'll just show it here, and then I'll just show you Bayern's. There you go, Talisa centre back, nice. Upamecano right back, nice. Good job, EA. Obviously, been in the game for a few years now. This issue in the lineups, they haven't fixed it, so don't think it will ever get fixed. Just something I have to live with. Yeah, let's get into this game. I'll just jump straight into highlights since you've seen the teams there. So yeah, let's hope for a big win, and hopefully Guerreiro has a good game and proves himself to me in this one. Thomas Meunier has been very good this season. That's Torgan Hazard now. Torgan Hazard from range, scored one in the last episode, but Manuel Neuer makes a good save. He's got a great finesse shot from range last episode up against Leipzig, I believe it was. Or was it Mainz? I'm not too sure. It was one of them 2. But Royce now, can he win that? No, he can't. Daniel Malin. Over to Nicolas Sula. Let's hit this. Why not? And it's an easy save for Manuel Neuer. And can put up a battle with strength, and he just uses his pace there. But Hummel will use his experience to put in a challenge. Now because Alphonso Davies has gone forward, Marius Wolf has been allowed so much space there. Getting an early cross, Malin, can he win that? No, he can't. Torgan Hazard, that's a pen. Not really too sure what Upamecano was thinking there. I didn't really see what happened. I was mainly looking at the edge of the box. Let's see here. Yeah, that is poor. I'm not sure how that isn't a yellow anyway, but Torgan Hazard I think is stepping up to take it. He won it, so I'm tempted to give it him. No, I will give it him up against Manuel Neuer. I'm going to look to go top right here with some power. He placed it, he went middle, but we're going to wind it up here. And Torgan Hazard gets himself on the score sheet 2 episodes in a row. Things you love to see. I say that quite a lot, I've noticed whilst editing. Yeah, we see this pen here, and Neuer stays down the middle. No, he could have easily saved that if he dove to the right. It's a perfect height for a keeper to save. Middle. Yeah, rather fortunate that went in the end, because he could have saved it. Alphonso Davies here. Leroy Sané is free now. Meunier, can you get back? One downside to Meunier is not the fastest defender in the world. Oh, that's great work from Sané. Not really too sure how he got through though, but Lewandowski now. Sané throws it across. That's great work from Niklas Süle. And great work again from Süle. Torgan Hazard, the man who won the penalty and scored it, and not play the ball down the wing. Bellingham now, play that forward. Daniel Malin now. Bit of a spin away. Cut back in. Chased down by Kimmich. Get this to Emre Can, who hits it. And that's a brilliant strike from Emre Can. And 2-0 up now. Here in the Signal Iduna Park, in front of the Dortmund fans, we're putting on a performance that will be remembered for the rest of the season, and maybe, depending on the rest of the game, for a while. But what a goal from Emre Can. Goal of the season contender. Could have played through Royce. I was thinking about it. I thought, it's Emre Can, why not? From range, and look at that. Just curl it. Looks like it's going wide. Curls in, hits the post, and into the back of the net. Gnabry now. Into a move away as well from Bayern. Matt Summels. It's done in there, but Bellingham gets back to get the ball away. Royce gets it over to Wolf. So I play ourselves into trouble here, actually. Not really sure what I was thinking there, but Gregor Kobel, you could have carried on going back. You didn't have to jump. That is just... And Lewandowski gets the goal. Puts something back in the game. Stupid mistake from me to play the pass I did in the first place. There. And then tried to get back. And then Gregor Kobel comes out a little bit. Lewandowski sees the opportunity for the chip. Goes for it, and maybe Kobel could have got a hand to it if he kept running back. Maybe not, but he would have done a lot better than doing what he did. Bayern coming forward again. 45th minute. Thomas Muller. Süle, you stop Lewandowski. And just like that, they're back in the game. And that is just really annoying. Not gonna lie. It's the quality of Bayern. You give them an inch, it'll take them a while. Kobel maybe should have saved it. We'll see. Yeah, Kobel should be saving that. His hand was in the right place to begin with, and then he just lowers it for whatever reason and lets the ball past him. Going towards substitution time for both sides. I think I already know who I want to bring on. That's a great through ball to Leroy Sané. Just be patient here, Meunier. Don't allow Sané too much room though. And okay. Don't really have any words. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have stepped off Sané there, but I thought, one of those two, Guerrero or Kobel, would be able to stop Serge Gnabry there. But neither of them could do, and Serge Gnabry gets a goal. Let's go straight from kick-off here. That's why I skipped that replay, so I can do this. Royce as well there. Royce cut back in. It's brilliant from Royce. Royce now, can we get a kick-off goal? Mullen, what are you doing? Let's ruin this attack. Not gonna lie. Why did he stop? Oh. Back into Royce now. Bellingham does well. Bellingham turns, shoot. Oh no, that should have been a goal. To even get past in that position, they open the corner. Lewandowski here. Speaking of pace, Meunier, good work just to get there in time. That is really not the pass I wanted. That's a great save from Kobel. They got 1 minute at a time as well. Can we get this and go on a late counter? No, we can't. They're just holding on the edge of our box. And now the game's over. Poor loss to take. We were winning 2-0 up. And poor mistake from me defensively. Let them in to get 1 goal. And then their second came from another poor defensive mistake, I guess, just before half time. And then the third goal came in the second half from Serge Gnabry with a ball whipped in from, again, another defensive mistake from me. That was a tough loss to take, if I'm being honest. We're up against Bayern, but here we have a game against Ajax, the last game of the group stage. We're going to go to sim with the first team. We're currently first place, Ajax are third, so hopefully we can beat this very good Ajax team, to be fair. It's a very good team. See what the result is. We need to win. And we pick up a 2-0 win. Love to see it. Royce misses a pen, I believe that is, but he does score in the game. So we go through in first place, meaning we possibly have the easiest opponent. Well, it depends on the other groups actually. But we will. The rule is that you get the second place team in the group, meaning it's meant to be an easier game, but it doesn't really work out that way most of the time anyway. Group A, Leipzig topped the group up against PSG, and Man City finished bottom, going out the Champions League and not even into the Europa League. What happened there? With Haaland as well. That is the opposite of what I thought would happen with Man City. I thought we'd be facing them later on in the season in this competition and getting absolutely ruined by Haaland. But okay, I guess didn't really work out that way. Liverpool and Milan go through. Liverpool run away with the group. Milan and Atletico were close towards the end, but Milan go through in second place. Obviously our group is on Sporting go through, Ajax go through to Europa League, Inter and Real. Watch me get Real. Well, yeah, that's obviously them two are gonna win, go through anyway. But Inter go through undefeated, only conceding 3 goals as well. That's impressive. The second group, Group E, I mean, Barcelona go through in second place, better than their real life thing this season. They obviously went into Europa League, and Benfica went through ahead of them, I believe it was. If that's the real life group, it should be. Bayern go through in first, only conceding 6 and not losing a single game. Atalanta and Man United go through in Group F, and Villarreal obviously went through in real life and got through to the semi-finals. Obviously lost out into the end into Liverpool, unfortunately for them. But they go out of the competition into Europa League. Wolfsburg and Sevilla go through in Group G, with Los Lille going through to the Europa League and Salzburg going out. Chelsea and Malmo, interesting, Malmo going through in second place. Undefeated Chelsea as well and conceding 3. Juventus going through to the Europa League. Again, a surprise. I might have a look at Malmo's team. Yeah, that's the Champions League groups. You have to look at the groups of the Champions League. We come here to a game up against Bochum. We're currently actually 9th in the league, so they're doing quite well for themselves. We have Divock Origi up front, rumoured to be going to AC Milan in real life. Let's see what we can get here. We're currently a few points behind Bayern, only 1 point ahead of Leipzig, who are second. Hopefully they can pick up a win here and get closer to Bayern. Pick up a 4-0 win. Wolf scores 2 goals. Damsgaard scores 2 goals as well. Things you'd love to see. Now this game against going to further, we'll be running the second team again. They're currently set in 17th. So hopefully the team that just picked up a 4-0 win over Bochum can pick up a win over Firth. And it's going to be a 2-1 win. Okay, it's a close game. Realism scores for them. Nico Schultz gets us a late winner. And Giovanni Reina opens the game. We had to bring on Sula. Makoko got a game. And Bellingham. He has a good win in the end. And gets us closer to Bayern and further away from Leipzig. Now our 4th sim game of the episode up against Hertha Berlin here. You actually have a decent team. Stefan Jovetic in the cam role, former Man City player. Very underrated player in his career. We've got Kasper Dolberg, the kind of talented striker. Not really reached the heights people expected of him of a few years ago at Ajax, but done quite well for himself over in Ligue 1 for Nice. and now moved to Berlin in this career mode. Yeah, they're saying 14th, hence why I'm not going to play this game. I'm just going to sim it. Hopefully Mane can get himself a few goals, because Lewandowski right now is running away from with the top scorer award, and Malen is on 8, and I believe Lewandowski is on 17. So let's hope for a win here and a few goals for the Dutchman. Not their Dutchman, ours. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that, because Kasper Dolberg scores for them. Their Dutch striker Lucas Tissart gets him a late equaliser, but Royce scores twice for us to put us 2-0 up. Then a minute later Dolberg scored, and then in the 76th minute Lucas Tissart puts in level, and then that was the end of the game. So all around actually a disappointing result. So the January transfer window has opened, and I just wanted to show you some things that have happened during the time we've been simulating through. I've just not been showing you. Marvin Hitz has made the move to Napoli. Obviously we brought in Damsgaard and something Caillou. Stefan Teague, Teagues, however you pronounce his name, has moved to Ghent for 2.2 mil. Felix Pashlack has moved to Bordeaux for 2.2 mil. Simic sold him to Atletico Madrid. Roth, I've loaned him out to Werder Bremen. Koulibaly, loaned him out to Girona. Nabimbe Collins, I've loaned Nambimbe Collins. What am I saying? And Namdi Collins, I've loaned him out to Karlslauer. I forgot how you pronounce that team. And Jamie here, I've loaned him out to Stade Brestois. And Mokoko's gone on loan to Aston Villa. Now, obviously, during this time period, before this window, there's one player who I've talked about. Someone who just has left me with more, I won't say negative emotions, but just like, I haven't really enjoyed him, and that's Rafael Guerreiro. Being 28, you know, is a player coming towards the end of his, like, entering his prime, actually, I should say. In terms of, like, what footballers are meant to be at, like, the prime's usually 28, something around there. Seen it with the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, players like that over the years. So I'm actually going to look to sell him, as he's worth like 50 mil. And he got just over 2 years left in his contract. So we could get a decent amount of money for him. And I'm going to look at replacements. As at the moment, we obviously loaned out Roth to Werder Bremen. And we have Nico Schultz as our backup currently, who I'm happy with. Like, it's just a decent backup to have. But I want to sign another left back to replace Guerreiro in the team. Someone who can go forward and can defend more than necessary going forward. Because obviously we've got Torgan Hazard, who does the attacking for us. But it's nice to have a player who can overlap when needed. So I'm going to scour the transfer market. And I'll just show you real quick. I'm going to put Guerreiro on the transfer list. Anybody else that I'm thinking about selling? One player I thought about was Thomas Meunier, but I'm going to wait till Murray steps up to the first team, and then maybe keep Meunier as just the backup. I gave Witzel a new contract because it's worth a decent amount of money, so I'm just going to sell him as well because I'm not using him and I don't need him. But I do need to bring in 2 players, actually. Thinking about it, 2 players who have joined in real life. Anybody else I'm thinking about selling? No, there ain't. Yeah, that's it. Now, I've made the 2 signings I was alluding to. One of them I will loan out because we've got too much competition for that position already. But the first signing is Salih Özcan, the Turkish CDM. I'm actually just going to quickly look up his number that he's going to take for Dortmund in real life, if he has already decided that. We need to check. If not, then that number could work. I'm not seeing anything who which decides what number is going to be. Yeah, squad number's on loan currently, so I'm just going to put a development plan on him. Improve his weak foot. Yeah, in real life this deal only cost actually you can have his number for Cologne, number 6. Yeah, this deal only costs 6 million, which is his number. but in this I had to pay a little bit more. I gave him Axel Witsel. As you can see, he's no longer here. I used him in a swap deal. I could have probably just done Witsel without money, but I added like 8-9 million on top. I think it's actually 12 million in the end. Yeah, it was 12 mil. And a few, like, even like 10 minutes since I made the deal, so kind of forgot. And then the other guy I brought in, who was going to be fighting for competition with these two, I guess you could say, and Torgan Hazard, is former Man City youngster, Jaden Baraf. Now I know this guy is talented. Obviously, being a Man City fan myself in real life, I know, don't know what I said in real life, being a Man City fan, I know this guy's talented, and he actually joined Dortmund on a free transfer, similar to Jadon Sancho. I'm actually going to look to loan him out, because I don't think he's going to get much game time, and being only 66 rated, not really sure what he can do for us at this point, so loaning him out for like a year would actually be quite useful. I'm actually going to go over to the second team, and as you can see, Bellingham now gets put in there, meaning Oschan can take that CDM position, actually set the mid position, but yeah, that works. And yeah, I like that signing. Obviously in real life that has been made, so I made it in game. Makoko no longer there, so at the moment actually something Kai can come up there. Yeah, new signing Pedersen, as you can see. I'm just doing this again just in case, because I might have just lost the footage of what I just talked about with these signings. I did all three of them in depth, kind of. Yeah, we signed Pedersen here from Feyenoord, the Norwegian right back, turning into a left back for us. He's got incredible stats. Looks like a very like versatile player. Can play left mid, complete left mid. Probably can actually. Yeah, I'm just trying to do a quick like overview of the deals I've made. Yeah, Pedersen here, a very good player. Paid 11.8 million for the Norwegian, and a 5-year contract. He's a very good player. No, doesn't get their pass off in time. We get quite lucky there, and then unfortunate there, and unfortunate here as well. Schlotterbeck, good cover. Schlotterbeck, Haug, good shot onto the post, and this is not a great start here up against Frankfurt. Covered as well. They hit the post again. Can we just get this ball away, please? There we go. That's one thing we do lose. But Pedersen, it's a great challenge. That's one thing we gain. That's what I wanted. A defensive side of a fullback. Marco Reus now is through. I'll give that to, I don't know really why I've done that, but here we go. Bury that. Can that go in? It just about gets cleared. Chukwueze in now. It's going to cause us issues. Plays a great through ball, but Schlotterbeck can deal with that. And can get the ball across there. Marius Wolf has a lot of space now. Cut that in. Morris can cut back. A lot of space. Dink that over into Torgan Hazard, and that's a goal. I just knew before taking that shot we were scoring there. And Torgan Hazard scores again. I believe he scored in our last game. I don't know why I said again there really weirdly. Yeah, that's a great counter. Good ball from Royce in. Little scoop. And then a volley, or half volley from Torgan Hazard. Puts it behind Kevin Trapp. And we go 1-0 up here. A game you could say we should be losing. If you said we should be losing, I'd actually pretty agree with you. But we go 1-0 up here. Wanted to go for the chip there to just lift it over. Kevin Trapp was in a position for that to happen. Unfortunately, I didn't put enough power on the chip, and it ends up being an easy save for the German. Pedersen now up against Chukwueze. Talk about straight into the deep end as well. And actually kept that in. I thought I went out. Not really sure what's happened there, but take it. Royce, can he beat him to that? Nah. It's great work from Emre Can. Through to Marlon. Now Marlon round the keeper. Oh, it doesn't really work out. We force to Royce, and we go 2-0 up. And just riding our luck at the moment. If that's the same, I believe that's the same. Getting lucky here with the ball falling straight back to Mullen, and the header across to Royce, and he puts it in. On the half volley, side footed in. Go 2-0 up here.
Mainly due to a lack of movement of the front players. At some point, they have to threaten the space in behind the defenders, otherwise they're going to lose this.
Now Emre Can now, covering that spot. Mounier gets beaten again by Haug. Mounier, I was hoping he could slide in and get that ball. But the ball gets played across, and that's a poor goal to concede. It's a very poor goal to concede. I should have stopped that. And I believe Lindstrom gets them a goal. Howard gets the assist. The two youngsters linking up. Yeah, did poorly there, and then poorly there with Schlotterbeck, and then just not really much I could do at that point. Lindstrom gets himself an easy goal, puts him back into it. But Meunier does well there, off me controlling him. Nice Wolf now, good free ball to Daniel Marlin. They get himself a goal, he's not got one in recent times. His goal drought continues. Don't know why Meunier stepped up there. This is not good. Meunier, can you get back? Make a great interception. No, you can't. And that's really annoying. I cannot describe how annoyed I am right now. That just happened. What is going on?
Well, when you look at this again, there's two things wrong defensively about this. First of all, the goalkeeper should not be parrying it into a dangerous area, and the defenders have to be sharp to get to the knockdown. It's not good defending all round.
Good goal, that's yours. Boy. Second, I thought he wasn't going to get there. Let's get the ball, please. Oh. I'm just getting annoyed right now at this performance. Okay, Bellingham. Get the ball forward, Royce. Oh, it's Adeyemi now. Adeyemi, can you score? Please, side foot it in. Oh. Royce, cut it back into midfield, play it through to Daniel Marlin. Daniel Marlin now, can he score? Yes he can, and there's the power that I was on about. And Marlin ends his goal drought. Other goal to put us back ahead here in Frankfurt. Stressful game this is, stressful game. Frankfurt are a good team, indeed they would be, but the way we conceded goals, I'm not happy. Mounier now, can you win that? No, why is he slid? Still good work, can you keep that in as well? Yes you can. Nice. Down to Adeyemi please. Adeyemi.
Well, as you can see, Dortmund are struggling to control possession. But when they
Chan.
they've looked so dangerous.
Organ Hazard, Pedersen. Whip in. Oh, it's a decent header from Bellingham. Good cross from Pedersen. And not a bad header from Bellingham in the end, just about going wide. Torgan Hazard. Marco Royce now. Marco Royce. Royce. Good block. Bellingham. Can't win that. I've got a huge gap on this left hand side now. Schlotterbeck to come over and cover. Schlotterbeck. Meunier. Please someone step in. Someone step in. Bellingham, good work, good work. Let's get that away. Oh, thank God. Ooh. Not played a game that stressful in a while. And those 2 goals conceded. What were they? Yeah, we got lucky with our second, but still, that second goal we conceded. What was that? Yeah, it's a win. You get close to Bayern again, further away from everyone else. So, good result. You actually have about 50 mil to spend, I'd say. No, let's get, yeah, we have about 50 mil to spend. So, I don't know if I want to spend that, because obviously we only have 10 mil if you want to go off our starting budget to spend. There isn't really anyone I think I need to bring in. But let me know in the comments if you think there is. Maybe we'll sell Nico Schultz and bring in a younger left back, but it isn't really something I'm looking to do myself, so I might not do that. Maybe we'll sell Mounier, put Murray in the lineup, but again, not something I want to do, because Mounier is a good backup, same with Schultz. I just think this team, for right now, is in a good place for what we need. As you can see, we're second in the league. It's doing what we want. We're competing. We're not competing as closely as we want with Bayern, considering we're losing to them. But next season, with the growth of some players like some Marlon, you know, Brandt, Adeyemi, and players like that, Schlotterbeck, and some players just getting used to this lineup, this team, the way we play, and that's a Sula in mind there, we can seriously contend for that title next season and do well in the transfer window. Not transfer window. Wait, we can do well in the transfer window next season. There's a few things I have in mind, and yeah, we can do well in the Champions League. Well, obviously we've got to the round of 16 so far, but we'll see how far we can go. But yeah, that's the end of the episode. 2 new signings made. We scored more goals than everyone in the league, which is not a surprise considering how many shots we create a game. We create over 10 shots in a good game, in a game we perform very well, but we are conceding too much. As you can see, Leipzig are better defence than us, Wolfsburg better defence, Hoffenheim better defence, even Gladbach better defence. The only teams with worse defence, even obviously Bayern better defence. It's only Frankfurt and Union Berlin who have a worse defence than us in the top 8. And that isn't good enough. We have a better goal difference than Bayern. We lost 4 games, unfortunately. Obviously, we lost 1 game up against Bielefeld. We shouldn't have lost, but I simmed it. Unfortunately, we lost it. And yeah, we just need to tighten up our defensive errors. Just make our defence stronger, which I think will happen by the end of the season. With me knowing what partnership I want to use, maybe I want to use a 3-man defence. A 5-in-a-back formation. Yeah, there are things that will iron out towards the end. Maybe new signings we make, maybe there's players who just don't work out for us. At the end of this season, we just look at them and think, actually, we're better off without you, and we'll bring in someone else. So, for my defence, we actually are doing worse than the likes of Leipzig. They've got some good defenders. Nordi Michele comes to mind. In Gladbach, I've Dennis Zachariah, no, that actually anymore. What am I about? He's gone to Juventus. Sorry about that. But yeah, Wolfsburg. Maybe we could bring in Bornau from them. Yeah, I'm just going to end the episode now. Obviously, check the description down below for my social media links. Stuff like that, where you can see my Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and whatever else I put down there. And yeah, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, obviously. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next episode of this career mode, in which we have 2 big games. Every game at the moment is big, considering we need to compete. And yeah, whatever else I upload in between. So thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.